Okay, with treasure, it's a 6/7. And we throw the blades on it. And then we give it haste. And then we hit for 14. Ayo! It smells like annex in here. Hello, good game. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. I hope you're having a magical day. We have new Kamigawa decks on tap. 25 of them rolling out in the coming days. I'm going to be a busy bee. We've spent hours and hours theory crafting for the set, sniffing out which decks will be the most viable for your wildcard collection, and we are off to the races with serious tempo today with a Rakdos aggro deck going from 700 or 800 Mythic up to rank 300, 4-1, barely losing that one match as well. Let me just say, if you're familiar with some of the more aggressive aggro decks in the past, utilizing Embercleave, whether it be Gruul or Mono Red, this is very reminiscent of those builds within the playstyle. Of course, we do have new artifact equipment creatures, which is really exciting as the core concept of today's brew. If you're kind of unfamiliar with what I'm talking about and referencing, don't worry. We're going to showcase and break down the deck list in depth, talking about the strategies and synergies, and then demonstrating all of this within today's gameplay footage. After this, we'll wrap up with our final thoughts, deck review, and card of the day. So buckle up, get ready, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it to your friends. Hey, have you heard about Hello Good Game on YouTube? He's got an amazing Magic channel. Let's take a look at the deck. Alrighty, here we are. We have painted neon black. I see a red door and I want it painted black, but new age, right? Neon black. That's where we're going. And we have, first and foremost, lizard blades. This is what the deck was built around solely. A 1/1 for 2 artifact creature equipment lizard with double strike. Equipped creature has double strike, and the reconfigure, which basically means equip, will cost 2. So at sorcery speed on our main phase, putting this on one of our creatures or taking it off, which is really exciting. So you can actually attack with an artifact creature, have it tap, and then on your second main phase, equip it to an untapped creature to kind of gain those status effects, in this case, double strike, which is fairly cool. We also have the Blade of Ani for 2, a 3/1 with menace. Similarly to the blades, this is an artifact creature. Equipment. Equipped creature has base power and toughness of 5/5 and has menace and is a black demon in addition to its other types and colors. The reconfigure here a little bit more expensive for 4, but 5/5 with menace is no joke. Easily equipping to some of our smaller creatures, most notably the Fireblade Charger, as when it's equipped, it will have haste, which is super, super exciting. As a 1/1, and when it dies, it's going to deal damage equal to its power to any target. So if you can get Blade of Ani onto the Fireblade Charger, you're going to probably deal 5 damage. The base power and toughness is 5, because it has haste and it has menace. And if they remove it, you're still going to get that damage. They'll have to exile it for you not to get it, or minus, but -5, like Wolf. There's only so many cards that do that, right? So really nice synergy here between the Fireblade Charger and the Blade of Ani. The Lizard Blades, this is really going to synergize well with the Blood Vial Purveyor for 4. It's a 5/6 with flying and trample. And now if we can, think back to the days of Embercleave, what made it so great? Well, it was double strike and trample. So we have that available to us here. And whenever an opponent casts a spell, that player creates a blood token. Whenever it attacks, it will receive +1/+0 until the end of turn for each blood token that the defending player has. 5/6 with trample and double strike flying, doesn't hurt either. And then going to 6/6, 7/6, so on and so forth. Not to mention, we have the Painter, painted black, right? It's all coming together now. This is a 1/2 legendary creature, human bard, which first and foremost will reduce the cost of the Crucible, the new land, which is great. You can discard this through the channel for 4, 1 less for each legendary. Now we have the Blood Vial Purveyor as legendary. We have Etsushi, Blazing Sky, which is legendary. Junji, the Midnight Sky, which is legendary, and the Reclusive Painter. So you should definitely be able to reduce this, which is quite nice. We can also increase the power and toughness of our creatures. The Painter makes a treasure. If we use that treasure to summon a creature, while the Painter is in play, it will receive +1/+1, which is absolutely amazing. You know, putting that on the blades, putting it on the, well, I guess they're both blades, one's just a little bit bigger than the other, is really beneficial, because if we equip these creatures, equipment creatures, to other creatures, and then there's a field wipe, boom, we get these creatures back, and they will retain the +1/+1 counters, which is really nice, kind of mitigating the threat of some of these control decks, like Doomscar. You know, you're out. You need to be running Farewell. They have to be being exiled, in my opinion. But again, you know, even if they are exiling the creature, the equipments are going to remain in play. However, if it is Farewell, you can choose multiples, right? You can be exiling the equipments, you can be exiling the creatures, and the artifacts. You get them all, right? Which is really cool. So that is kind of the you know, start of the deck. We have Reckless Stormseeker here. You know, how do you not? It's such an amazing card for 3, 2/3 Daybound, +1/+0 on another target creature, or any target creature in that fact, until end of turn, gaining haste. Nightbound +2/+0, haste and trample, which is even better, and it itself gets a buff up to 3/4, which is nice. A Braid as removal on artifacts and 3 damage to target creature, and then we have Infernal Grasp just to make sure that you know, no creatures are getting in the way. Destroy target creature, you lose 2 life in the process. Okay, so talking about the Blazing Sky for 4, it's a 4/4 with flying and trample. When it dies, choose 1. Create 3 treasures. Those treasures can be spent on the Painter. Woof. We can also exile the top 2 of our library and play those cards till the end of our next turn if we don't have a hand, right? Which is really cool. And then Junji, when it dies, each opponent discards 2 cards and loses 2 life. We actually kind of just like the damage here, which is pretty cool. Also getting any interaction from their hand out, decent. Or we can put non-dragon creature from our graveyard into the battlefield under our control, losing 2 life. And you know what creature that will be, right? Get that Purveyor back in play and smash down. We have Hive of the Eye Tyrant and Den of the Bugbear as an additional set of aggro lands. And then we're running, again, the Mire and the Crucible, which can be reduced through the legendaries. Mire's going to bring back a creature from our graveyard to our hand for us, which is quite nice. And, you know, hopefully it will be a dragon, and then these death effects will gain us more value, so on and so forth. So that's the deck. We have Shambling Gas here as well, I guess. And of course, 60 cards standard. Best of 1, 2.5 average mana value with 30 creatures, 6 non-creatures, 24 Lizands. And I feel confident calling them that without feeling too silly with Lizard Blades in the build. And again, this was the first Kamigawa deck. We have many more coming out for you guys in the following days. Make sure to show your support, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, and share it to your friends. Hey, have you heard of Hello Game? We got to start growing this channel, you guys. Times are getting tough. So, with that out of the way, thank you all so much. Enjoy today's gameplay footage. Don't forget to watch to the end because we've got a deck review. We're going to break it down a little bit more in depth. How can we take it to the next level in the future? Not that it maybe even has a next level, but I gotta debate you to the end somehow. And then card of the day. That's actually probably the most exciting part of the video. We get a real life Magic card. I showcase it, talk about it a little bit. So, cheers, enjoy. Let's get into today's gameplay. Okay, are you guys as excited as I am? First match, new cards. Let's go. Look at these lands. A regular swamp. Pathetic. MEA beautiful. Let's get that Painter out. They didn't even get the cosmetics. We're gonna block this for sure. Make the treasure. They do the same. Did they play for 3? Oh, witch skis! Should we just Slayer? Take the 3. We're gonna take 3 damage anyways. I'm sure. They don't deadly dispute her or anything. You know, we would have been taking that damage. Plus, they were gonna make the pests, which is fairly annoying. So let's just get that dealt with. Let me try to get myself out of the way here. Painter in play. Now the question is, do they have removal? Right, it's gonna be a 3/3. So the sacrifice of the gas won't get it. And enters with, not, you know, when it enters the battlefield. So they make a zombie with Rotting Reunion, getting into our grave, taking out the gas. We don't really rely on recursion at all. Let's swing in with the blades. It taps, and then we can configure it to the painter, right? And now if they remove the painter, we'll get the creature back. And I still don't want to play the blade yet. Just because I'm worried about Shambling Ghast immediately killing it. It's going to be a black source. We're chilling. Another reunion. Wow. Interesting. So yeah, we trade with the Ghast here. Well, we actually have first strike. So they could minus on the Shambling Ghast. We're still interrupting some combat damage from one of the zombies. They make a treasure instead. Is it the meat hook? Right? Let's make a treasure so the blade can come in a little bit more aggressive. The decay zombies are going to die anyways, so we don't really need to remove it. Land in. We could equip. We need the 2 black sources, which we have. Interesting. They have to have removal, though, right? Let's see if we get it. Interesting. Paint it black, baby. Double strike menace. Let's go. That's a 5/5. Woo! Alright. The decay zombie cannot block anyways. How many reunions do they have? Woof. We just need a little bit of lifelink on this bad boy, right? Down to 9. They need to remove the painter, and if they do, we'll get those 2 creatures back, and we should be able to, you know, finish the deal with it. Deadly Dispute. They're digging. They're digging. 3 available mana. 4 available mana. 2 cards in hand. Oh, no, that's not it. They can't block. And we have enough damage. They draw here. Okay, interesting. 2 available mana. Hive out. No haste here, which is sad. So let's just hit. They could interrupt combat damage. No, we get it. That's our first match with our new Rakdos deck and our first win. 426. So close. This hand could go either way. We're on the draw, so it's a little bit risky-bisky. But I think we can keep 7. And worst case scenario, we play slow, ramp into the... Ooh-wee. This is a red source. It may look like a plains, but it's got the red source there. Which is great. That's fantastic. Literally exactly what we needed off the top. Let's go. Fireblade Charger in play. Turn 1. Island on the opposing side. I'm nervous. You already playing blue decks day 1. Can't we just all play aggro together on day 1? There's a Doomscar, eh? Some things just don't change. Should we punish with the Doomscar with the Charger? Most likely. Take the value while you get it. And then if they Doomscar, they take 3 damage. They're untapped, no Doomscar. Interesting. Is this a Snowland? It is. Another Foretell. Oh, we have a legendary in play. That is deadly. Great, 2/1/1s. So we hit for 4, 5, 6 damage. But I need this land for the dragon. I'm not going to play the Blade because I know they're just going to wipe it, right? Let's at least keep it in our hand. Right? We get that damage in, which is nice. Down to 12. Land in play. Dragon out. And this is pretty good against a control deck, right? Like this, you know, incentivizes them not to destroy it. So they're going to try to exile it. They're going to try to bounce it. Make the treasure. I'm sure they Fading Hope the dragon. And then we'll replay it with the counter. I mean, it's not great, but it's not the worst. No animation on the dragon. Mythic dragons can get animations. Well, you wanted the client to work, didn't you? Can't have them both. Let's take our swing. I mean, this is half of their life. I'm assuming another Fading Hope. Wandering Emperor with the Exile. Nice. They're gaining life here as well. I think this might be the wrong play. We should have just pushed with the Blazing Sky more because of the Doomscars. But, I mean, if we can bring that Painter back, that'll give us 6 mana. We can push the Blade out as a 4/2, equip it to the Painter. Then they wipe. We still have the 4/2. You feel? Or we make them discard 2. They didn't play anything, so this may be decent advantage. Ooh, the Faithbound Judge and the Memory Deluge. So they get good value there. I guess we should have grabbed the flyer. I mean, we're okay. We're okay. It's a control deck, right? I mean, sometimes you'll burn out. We've not seen Lizard Blades this match, nor the Blood Vial. A little upsetting, but it is what it is. The Emperor, so good. I mean, Azorius Control, Azorius Tempo. It's out there. It's definitely out there. They must have something to interact with us here because we're not getting the interaction on the Emperor. We still have 4 mana if they bounce the Sky. So they're deluging for the Fading Hope. Okay, nice. And then we're definitely going to equip. And then if they destroy the field, our equipment should now become a creature. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I mean, I've just assumed this whole time that that's how it works. There it is. Let's see. I think we go right into the until our next turn. Land out. Man, they better hope they have a Fading Hope here. For 6. We save this in our hand. So if they wipe the field, we would still have Lizard Blades as a creature, and then we could equip the blade to it. Y'all see? That's what the fun is for. They have 7 mana. Oh! Boom! That was a top 100 player. Can't handle the heat. Nice. And I am really liking these artifact creatures. Like, if they wipe the field, now we still have the 1/1 with double strike that becomes a 5/5 with double strike. Say what? Going first. Lord have mercy. I'll try. There's no turn 1, so but we have a black and a red source here, so that doesn't really matter. Yeah, we'll just threaten a shock. Or play with fire, I guess, is, you know, more of a common thing now. Painter out. And then we play the blades and equip it to the painter. Oh, clerics are still a thing? Grody. Hard decision. I think I want to get that Purveyor out. I guess we could have done it this turn, too. Should have done it this turn. What am I thinking? Should get these blades out, but it's hard to deny haste. I think still the Seeker before the Blood Vial's better, because then it can immediately swing. Are they holding up removal? Probably. No blocks. Let's take 3. Guaranteed they have removal. Let's play it safe. I want to draw out the removal before we get our big boy out. Right, we get the haste. And here comes the removal. No? Okay. It's a big hit. 7 damage. They can't block the Menace. They can block the Seeker. Or the Painter. Probably the Seeker. I mean, stop 2 damage, right? trying to debate the removal out of their hand before we go fully nuclear here. There it is. Yeah, and we didn't want that on the Purveyor. Lizard Blades active as the creature end step. We can play the Purveyor and equip the blades to it. Does it pay off? These are big hits. I really like this deck. Double Strike, Lizard Blades. It's like a 2 little tiny Embercleaves. You know what I mean? Let's go. Okay. I mean, that's not bad. Like it's fairly decent. You know, big blocker. You know what I mean? And it can gain flying eventually. Oh, lands and taps. Nice. Oh, yeah. Let's go. As long as they don't... Yeah, we get it. Okay, with Treasure, it's a 6/7. Then we throw the blades on it. And then we give it haste. And then we hit for 14. Ayo! It smells like Annex in here. Definitely some Embercleave residual. That's a big hit. I like that. 6/7 with Trample. If they play, they create a blood token, and it's going to increase our attack even further. So if they don't have removal in hand, no buenos. I like this new stage. This is cool. They send us tonight. That seems weird. Let's swing in. I mean, this is a ton of damage. They must have removal. All right. Not great. Nice. Aether Hub's not updated. Take the draw. Try to find something to sack it ourselves. I think that's going to be our best option. A land. So they could have a nice block here. They do get it. Less than ideal. We get 1 damage through. We kill their most threatening creature. I mean, they still have life gain. Painter out. And then I think equip the blades to the painter so they can't remove it. Maybe they can remove it now. It would appear. They do have the draw through the blood token if they want. We get it. I will pay with the treasure here, just to have a 2/2. Interesting. We get close. We get really close. All thanks to that big hit. They're going to bring stuff back from the grave. I do not like that. They're down to 2. We need some haste off the top. Oh no. Ooh. They're gonna exile our lizard blades. Nice. Ouch. Good play. Wish we had haste. Take the draw. They can cycle. I mean, they're out of gas. They need to have... Okay, so this is not good. That's actually... Oh, flashback. I'm going to keep that land in hand. 3 or less, which is the voice. Okay, okay, okay. Have... Oh! The best card in Kamigawa. Righteous Valkyrie. Oh, we have fun. We have fun here. Okay, Lizard Blades off the top. Blade of Ani off the top. There is still hope. And maybe they don't have removal in hand. Too many lands on the dance floor. This is unpleasant. Oh. This is very unpleasant. That's their third Fateful Absence. Oh, we just self-sacked all of our creatures. Oh, we've ruined this for ourselves. We've absolutely ruined this for ourselves. Close match, my bad. Close match, my bad. Dang, okay. I mean, who would expect a third instant speed removal for 2? That's very good. And they top decked that, right? Because they discarded Can't Stay Away, and that came right up on the top. I still can't get over the stage, though. I love the stage here. Little Koi Pond. Oh, it's great. Okay. Kaya minus on us? Really? Interesting. Did they overextend? I think it's hard for them to overextend. They have so much value here. I think this is it. I think this is a good game. We're gonna maybe... Wow! A couple things went wrong. We flooded. We kind of misread the situation. And maybe also a little bit of overconfidence because of those first 2 matches. We'll get there, though. It was close, right? We got them down to 2. That's good. On the draw, I just love this deck. I was hoping for a 1-drop, but it's alright. We'll be okay. The third land is fun. We have the blades. We have the swords. Painter is a go. Pass turn. Seeker out. Here for 4. Saving the land for the Blazing Sky or the Blood Vial. Both are very good. Oh, they have interaction, but they push to Night. Wow. All right, Blood Vial out. They have to interact with the Storm Slasher now. There it is. Not ideal. For one. And turn. We need them to tap out, right? That's kind of what we're looking for. Oh no, what have you done? If they don't play another blue source here for a Fading Hope. Lord have mercy. Do they play a blue source? No, they play a red source. Yikes. Oh my gosh. Maybe they can remove it now with the red source? And we should have paid for the... Well, no, they could still do 2 damage. No, they sack it. Now that's going to stop 2 damage, which is good. But we get it. We're, like, fully immersed. Charger out as well. Hitting for 11. Down to 4. Right, these are big hits. So again, a similar situation as to last match is, do you have an answer for this right now? What if we use Spell Pierce? Turn this into a Grixis build. A little bit of counter. Magic. I mean, sure. We have haste. Good game. We're 3 wins, 1 loss, consistently climbing rank here. 385. Pretty decent. On the draw, how do you not take a hand with the Lizard Blades? If we can get the 3rd land, it's a lot cooler. We do. Dudley. We'll still play the Hive next turn, though. Just so it's not coming in tapped on 3. We can get that Stormseeker out on 3. Ooh, Luminarch Aspirant. Mono white in the house. Let's see if we can get it. We can't sit. A good card. Let's wait a little bit. What if they play something better? Like a Redain. Wow. Fantastic. 0 damage. That's an auto win. If they come back from this, I'll be impressed. That's very, very good value on our end. We swing over for 3. I mean, all it takes is 1 Righteous Valkyrie, though. Let's be honest. All it takes is 1 Righteous Valkyrie. This match pulls a 180. I thought that was going to be it. I'm pretty sure this is mono white. Taking the Stormseeker is great. No blocks. Second black source out. Let's just fold in. Swing for 1, they don't block. A second Skyclave. Bro, that's Dudley! And then another Chaplain. We could block it. What? I was gonna say, you can't be serious, Bill. We have to get rid of them. So we kill the one that's Ward 1? Yeah, we can do that. It's like, wait a minute. Usually it only pops up if something bad is about to happen to me. Am I making a mistake? I mean, it's hard not to just throw in a 6/6 after this. No. Let's just get out there. Right, it's better to have the 5/5 attacking next turn than to have a 6/6. I feel. I'm pretty sure. And now we need to dodge Brutal Cathar, right? If they pull some more exile, it's going to be an unpleasant journey for us, but we'll try our best. Shield Geist out. I mean, ward, and now they're in the air. Oh, that's pretty cool. That is interesting. Treasure. Pay with treasure, 5/5 with flying and trample. Okay. Let's just push the agenda. You know what I mean? Fireblade Charger, go. Oh, oops. We don't have the mana for the ward. My bad. At least we realized last second. I mean, it wouldn't have let us do it anyways, but... And then Redain. I mean, that's a good field state. Don't get me wrong. Whoopsie doopsie on the ward, though. My bad. We were just talking about it, right? It's the nature of the beast, see? Let's grab a black source. Good game. Good game. What is that? 4 wins, 1 loss. Rank 330 Mythic, you guys. Tearing it up. Look at these dragons. They're so intimidating. They are left with no choice but to concede. Let's break down. Alright, so the deck is absolutely tearing it up through the Mythic rank. We have card of the day, but before we get there, let's talk a little bit about Painted Neon Black, the Rakdos aggro deck, the first build from Kamigawa that I put out, and you know, we've got more coming, so stay patient. I do think this build is going to be around in the meta. Is it the final version? Probably not. Is there room to build on it? You know, I would hope so, as it is, you know, basically a prototype. The legendary dragons are amazing. The trample with the lizard blades is a must-have. Junji, I'm not entirely sure of, but again, just the value that it adds is hard to ignore. Do I want more 3-drops? Of course. Now, what could those 3-drops be? Maybe the Scion, right? The vampire that allows us to draw off the top of our library equal to the damage we've dealt that turn, right? Junji could be replaced by that, take the curve a little bit lower. We could also maybe make this into a Grixis aggro deck and add a little bit of counter magic to make sure that the Blood Vial Purveyor is not interacted with, as, you know, we did lose that one match because they were able to interact with it. And if we had a Spell Pierce, well, you know, then we would have been rolling. So with that out of the way, let's get into card of the day. Now I don't have my camera up here, so I don't know if it's focused or not. I'm gonna pray that it is. This is a Nell Priest Oblivion, a 2/1 with Menace. You can kick it for an additional chunk of mana to bring a creature back from your graveyard into the battlefield. Now I pray that was focused. If not, my bad. Thank you all so much for watching. Join us live on Twitch literally all day, every day. Well, that's what it feels like anyways, if you want to chill out and see what things are like behind the scenes. Of course, more of this high quality YouTube content will be coming out for you guys on the channel in the coming hours and days. I'm going to make as many decks as I can for you this week. So, cheers. We'll see you soon in the next.